Let's turn our attention to the big story this morning. That teen accused in the Black Friday triple shooting at San Jose's Valley Fair Mall is in court.
Well, the Santa Clara County DA attorney just held a news conference and talked about the case. Carmers Will Tran joins us live from San Jose with the details on that.
Yeah, Will.
Jeff Rosen, the Santa Clara County top prosecutor, the DA, he's in court right now. But before he did, guys, he spent about 25 minutes taking questions from the media, including from me. Now, what's at stake is whether or not the accused shooter will be tried as an adult or as a juvenile. Just to brief our audience, if you did not know what happened, this all went down on Friday at Valley Fair Mall on Black Friday when, according to Jeff Rosen, tens of thousands of people were there shopping when all of a sudden shots rang out from this 17-year-old shooter, he says, that came within inches of a mass shooting. He's glad, he says, that he does not have to attend any memorial services, but he says this is so severe that he hopes the judge in the case moves this case from juvenile court to adult court. We do know that 3 people were hit, a man, a woman, and a 16-year-old girl. The woman and the 16-year-old girl were innocent bystanders. They believe the man and the shooter, some kind of gang-motivated shooting, all 3 non-life-threatening injuries. The shooter was arrested on Sunday evening. This is what's going to happen. The judge will listen, of course, to Rosen's plea to move this to an adult court. What's the difference between a juvenile court and an adult court? Well, if he is convicted, it determines how long he will spend time behind bars. He wants the maximum punishment behind all of this. He's charging him with attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon, and 2 counts of benefiting a street gang while doing this at Valley Fair Mall. The judge will not decide today, so we do not expect a conclusion today, but the judge will decide, James and Raina, whether or not the shooter will remain behind bars or if he will go home to his family. As far as that decision, that could happen between now and the next time you see me at 10 o'clock, so we are awaiting for that. Of course, Rosen is going to wait to see whether or not it's a juvenile or a male court, but he is also strongly urging that the shooter or the accused shooter remains behind bars. Back to you.
All right, Will, thank you. I don't suppose he shed any light on the prior charges that this suspect is facing, because as I understand, he was on probation for another gun charge. Is that correct?
He was out on probation for gun charges while this all went down. Let me break it down, the difference between being charged as a minor, going through a minor court, as a difference between an adult court. The charges are the same. Now, play along with me here. If he is convicted, this is the difference, according to Rosen. If he is found guilty of all of this, and he goes through a juvenile court, according to Rosen, he could spend a few months to a few years behind bars for this crime that he says is so serious, of course. But if he is found guilty in an adult court, he could spend 30 to 40 years behind bars with his first chance of parole after 15 years. Why is he recommending adult court? 1, he says obviously the severity of the accused crime. 2, he believes that a few months to a few years will not rehabilitate this suspect. He believes that it takes time, and rehabilitation, he says, part of it is accountability and more time behind bars. He hopes that this suspect, if he is found guilty, will spend that time being accountable for what happened. So there is a huge difference to society, he says, between juvenile and adult court when it comes to this suspect.
Wow, that is a big difference.
Stark difference.
Yeah, in time spent in jail. All right, Will, thank you very much. We'll see what happens in the next hour.